Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back. It's the NBA Fanatic, Johnny P, and today we are talking about the logo. Not necessarily Jerry West, but the actual logo. Yeah, that we're talking about that red, white, and blue NBA logo of Jerry West. He's with that white silhouette. I wanted to talk about that because I'm one of those type of people. I think that Michael Jordan, who is the greatest player this world has ever seen, I think he should be the logo, especially now that his career is done. That's my personal belief, but I decided to myself that I wanted to look up Jerry West to see if I can make a case for leaving it the way it is, right? So I looked up Jerry West, Mr. Clutch himself, and I wanted to read off just some of the stuff I found about him. He went to West Virginia University, and being from Ohio, I have a big respect for West Virginia because I have family from there. He took his team all the way to the title in which they lost. And one thing I did think about, though, is, as an NBA fan who watches these games, who just experienced the finals, who loves going to the games and enjoying this sport, I want to see the logo change. But then I thought to myself, if I was the NBA, maybe I don't want to change the logo because the NBA is at a point now where it's a global game. And that is a key term that they always use, global, meaning that it's all over the world. You have people in China and the Philippines, all the way to Europe talking about the NBA, but they may not follow it like people here in the States do. So quite possibly the logo's been around so long, for so many years, that maybe they want to keep it that way just for people to be familiar with that. Because if it changes, maybe that has to do with the branding. I don't know. Is it a branding issue to keep it the way it is? I have no idea, but personally, I still think it should change to Michael Jordan. Some individual honors that Jerry West had, he made the All-Star game in every single season that he was in the league. He made the All-Star game, including his rookie season. That is super, super impressive. And everybody knows he plays for the Lakers. But what I found out is that he got drafted by the Minneapolis Lakers before they made the move to LA, which I believe they did that upcoming season after he got drafted. But that's really cool. He was a Minneapolis Laker when he first came into the league. He was actually drafted in the first round, but he was the second pick. And do you know who he was drafted behind? Because I didn't. It was the Big O, Oscar Robertson, which I thought was really, really cool. I'm sure a lot of you guys knew that. I didn't know that, though. He scored over 25,000 points in his career. He averaged 27 points per game, and that is crazy. Here's the reason why I don't think that he should be it. He took the Lakers, and granted, they had other really great players, but he was the man on the Lakers squad. He went to 9 NBA Finals appearances. 9, okay? Now, try to grasp that. He went 9 times out of 14 seasons. I mean, you're talking every other year, even more than that, they're making it to the finals. But the problem is, he only won 1 time. 1 time that they won the title, and that was in 1972. They went 69-13 that season in the regular season, and they beat the Knicks. So, you're telling me this dude went to the finals 9 times, and he picked up one title. That's just kind of sad, man. Like, I know making it to the finals is super, super impressive, and the way they did it, the way this team did it, is crazy. I mean, it's just, that is a great squad, but to not be able to push your team past that threshold. In fact, in the 1969 finals, he in Game 7, they lost to Boston. They lost 108-106. I mean, that's a heartbreaker right there. I mean, you're literally a basket or 2 away from picking up your second finals victory, but actually it would have been his first finals victory because the next finals came after that. But he's the only person in history to win MVP on a losing team, which we just talked about that with LeBron this last finals because LeBron played so tough and they didn't end up giving it to him. But LeBron would have been the second, but Jerry West was the first. He was so clutch that they gave him finals MVP on the losing team, and that's crazy. And when you think about it, you ever see that picture of Bill Russell when he's sitting there, he has his hands on his face, he's wearing all of his rings? All those rings came against Jerry West. It never clicked in my mind. I never realized that. I knew Boston was just game over, lights out, However, I didn't realize that was against Jerry West. Now, Jerry West went on to, he went into upper management of the Lakers, did some really great things, blah, 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 blah. But as a player who I know him by, I don't necessarily look at him now and say, oh, Jerry West. No, I look at him as a player, as a person in the purple and yellow who helped define and shape this league. I see him as a player. He was awesome. However, he wasn't as good as Bill Russell. He wasn't as good as a lot of other players, and that includes Michael Jordan. Again, I know I'm a Michael Jordan fanboy, even though I'm a Cavs fan and a Hornets fan. I just don't see why Jerry West would beat out Michael Jordan to be the logo. Michael Jordan, as we all know, is undefeated in the finals. Yes, there are arguments saying that there are so many times that he lost in the playoffs. And yeah, even Michael Jordan needs time to develop. But right off the bat, Michael Jordan knew this man was going to be special. He got his own shoe contract with Nike right off the bat. They knew there was something about this man that was going to be different. And when it came down to it, now I'm at a point where I don't necessarily define rings as the be-all, end-all. I'm kind of changing my stance on that. I really have up until this point, but now I'm kind of changing that viewpoint. So I don't necessarily think that because Michael Jordan won all these rings more than Jerry West, that's why he deserves it. But man, to go undefeated, 6 for 6 in the finals, and not one of those series went to a game 7, that's huge, man. That is huge. How can you deny Michael Jordan, who is the man, the greatest of all time, the greatest we have seen, and quite possibly the greatest we will ever see? I think he should be the logo. That is my argument. I really respect Jerry West. I love what he did to the league. I love what he did for the Lakers. And really, I mean, he just adds to that Lakers legacy. However, Michael Jordan is the man. And the best guy in the league right now, LeBron, he was always trying to strive to be the best. And when he retires, he'll probably be top 5. But even he, with all the physical gifts in the world, wasn't able to be Michael Jordan. And again, that pains me because I'm a Cavaliers fan. It just kills me to say that. But Michael Jordan was just that good. If you watch NBA Open Court, like I will watch these guys, and you have Hall of Famers sitting in the same room. You have guys like Reggie Miller and my man Steve Kerr and all these guys, Charles Barkley and Chris Webber and these guys and Shaq. They sit around and they'll just talk about how good Michael Jordan is. So when you have Hall of Famers telling you how good this man is, that's saying something. That is saying something. So, this is my plea to the NBA. If you, as a fan, agree with me and you think Michael Jordan should be the logo, share this video. NBA, if you are watching, I plead with you. Just think about it. Or if you're not going to do that, put out a statement why you want to keep the logo. I'd like to know. I mean, I'm not opposed to you keeping the logo the way it is. However, I think change would be good in that aspect. But if you're going to keep it that way, why don't you give us a reason why? Because I know a lot of people out there are just like me. They want to know why MJ isn't center court. Is it because he's an owner? I mean, is it? I don't know. I don't know what's behind there. I would love to know though. NBA, I love your product. And I keep on hoping that you get bigger and bigger and go even more global than you already are. But I'd love to see you do that with Michael Jordan at the forefront. I want to see him as the logo because he is the greatest that's ever played the game and will go down, more than likely, as the greatest player to ever play the game. This has been another video. The NBA Fanatic Johnny P. Thank you all for the support. I've been loving every second of it. If you want to comment, please comment. If you want to like the video, please like the video. If you want to subscribe, if you want to share, do your thing because I appreciate every second of your time that you put into my videos, and I appreciate you giving me that time out of your life. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.